everyone, and welcome to the first episode of a new series called Not So Covered by the Media. I'm your host, Isabel Flores. So I'm going to be talking about both national, international, and even local stories that the media hasn't really covered. This means news stations, radio stations. You might see some of these stories on social media, so I think this series will help to kind of shine a light on cases that deserve to be put in the spotlight more. But with that, let's get right into it. Okay everyone, so the first topic I'm going to be covering is the Yemen crisis. And yes, this is an international issue, but it still hasn't gotten a lot of media coverage in the United States, especially on news outlets. But on social media, it is becoming a little bit more widely known, and I think that's amazing. But a lot of people don't know how to help or why the Yemen crisis even started. So, because of all the war that Yemen has faced, Yemen's economy basically went down. Many of Yemen's resources were drained, and therefore a lot of people are dying because of things like starvation. According to UNICEF, 24 million individuals in Yemen are in need of humanitarian assistance. So how can we help with that? Well, there are a lot of websites and organizations that we can use to aid Yemen in this crisis. Free Rice is actually one of the most popular websites that people can use to donate to not just Yemen, but any other country in crisis such as this. So by using the Free Rice app, individuals can answer questions like quiz questions and watch ads in order to donate grains of rice to people in need. Also, organizations such as UNICEF, Save the Children, and the Islamic Relief Fund will definitely take donations in order to help areas like Yemen. So I will definitely leave those links down below if you guys do want to donate. Now the next case I'm going to talk about, you may have seen on social media. This is the case of Vanessa Guillen, who is a former US Latina American soldier. She went missing on a base at Fort Hood, and her body was recently found. She was also assaulted by a few of the men at her base. One of those men was David Aaron Robinson, who actually was the prime suspect in her murder. However, when he was confronted by the police, Robinson took his own life. Now, there's still a missing piece to this puzzle, however. Vanessa was actually assaulted several times, and she told her family that she was actually assaulted by a sergeant, who she did not give the identity of. However, her family still wants this case to be investigated and obviously wants to bring justice to Vanessa. And this sergeant still needs to be found. So if you do know anything, or if you want to be aware of this case, know what's going on with it, there are a few hashtags that you can follow, and there are also a few pages on social media that you can follow as well. The US just recorded an increase of 36,000 new coronavirus cases on Wednesday. This is the highest single-day record that the US has set. Now, in Leon County, which is located in Tallahassee, Florida, there are 167 cases alone. And of these cases, 2 women were diagnosed with COVID. These 2 women are 105 years old and 119 years old. So what's funny about this is that the oldest living woman right now, as recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records, is 116 years old, and she lives in Japan. So being that this woman is 119 and lives in Tallahassee, there's actually more research being done and to make sure that this woman is really 119, because it is possible that she is setting a world record. So hopefully these females recover very soon, and please guys, make sure that you're still following social distancing and wearing masks and following the CDC guidelines, because COVID's still out there. So to end out this video on a happier note, I have a story for you that's literally astronomical. So scientists have just discovered a rare exoplanet that is a lot like the sun. It's about 730 light years away from us, and it's gaseous, but its density is much like the densities of Venus and Earth. It's thought to be a rare Stonian planet, which I'm not sure if I'm saying right, but one of those has never ever been found, and it's deemed a hypothetical class of planets by scientists. This newly discovered planet rotates around a star and goes by the name of TOI-849b. Hopefully more info is uncovered about this and we find out what it truly is, or if it's something new, then we have a new contribution to science. Alrighty guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first episode of Not So Covered by the Media. I'm your host Isabel, and I'm signing off. Bye!